Hey guys, this is Miss Lehman. Thank you for joining me today. In this video, we're going to be talking about This is My Garden, Task 1. This is from your Senator Take Home Learning Kit, Phase 3. So for this activity, you're going to need nothing except a pencil, and you're going to need that packet in front of you, the Learning Kit, Phase number 3. So this is your third packet. This is My Garden looks like this. It's a little poem on one page, a short little poem. Before we do the task number 1, we're going to go ahead and read it. I'm going to read it nice and slowly so you can read it with me. All right. This is my garden. I'll plant it with care. Here are the seeds. I'll plant in there. The sun will shine. The rain will fall. The seeds will sprout and grow up tall. All right, so once you have read that once to yourself and once to a family member, you're ready to start task number 1. So turn to the page that says, This is My Garden ELA task number 1. I made it easy for you guys. I just put the part on here that says the student directions. So I want you to go ahead and read the directions with me. Right here it says student directions. In this task, you are going to, and we're going to read these steps, although the first 2 steps you should have already done by this point. And I know that you read it with me. So step number 1 says, read This is My Garden by yourself, sounding out unknown words and tracking throughout the entire story. Step number 2, reread This is My Garden, so that means read it again, to a sibling, parent, or another adult in the house. Step number 3, underline every rhyming word in the story. So if 2 words rhyme, we know that that means they sound the same at the end, such as bee and tree. They both have that E sound at the end. So words that rhyme sound the same at the end. So if you notice on the poem, Ms. Lehman already went back and underlined the words that rhymed. I underlined this word care and there in red because those 2 words rhyme. And then I underlined fall and tall in blue because those 2 words rhyme. And that's what makes this a poem, because a lot of the parts, the endings of the sentences rhyme. So back to the directions. We underlined every rhyming word in the story. Now step number 4 says, use the rhyming. This is My Garden task number 1 page, and come up with other rhyming words with the same rhyming pattern. So you're going to need to flip to this page that has these 4 boxes, and this is going to be, all of this is for one part, this is another part, this is another part, and this is the fourth part. So there's kind of like 4 parts to this. And why don't you read the directions with me? The first 2 words in the first group rhyme. Read the words. Then write other words that rhyme with the starting word. So in this first box, the word is there. In every other box next to it, we want to put other words that rhyme with there so they have the same ending sound as there. There's already 1 example for us. This word is care. Then we move down to the second box, and this word is fall. And the example that they gave us is tall. So we have to come up with 3 other words that rhyme with fall and tall. In the third box, the word is rat. So we need to come up with 1, 2, 3, 4 words that rhyme with rat. And then down here, the word is sea. And we need to come up with 4 words that rhyme with sea. So what I did is went ahead and gave you examples of what your teachers would be looking for as your response to those. Across the top, read the words with me. There, care, share, bear, tear. Notice how all those words sound the same at the end. Those all rhyme. In the second box, read the words with me. Fall, tall, ball, mall, and haul. They all end with all. All right, in the third box, the first word was rat. The words that Miss Lehman came up with were sat, fat, cat, and flat. Those words all have the ending sound at. And in the last box, the word was sea. And the words that Miss Lehman came up with were me, bee, tree, and we. If you haven't filled out your boxes yet, I want you to try to come up with other words. Don't use the words that Miss Lehman used. Try to come up with other words that rhyme. All right, and don't forget to send your teachers a picture of your responses because we would love to see your nice, neat work. Thank you.